When it comes to hip-hop, Tupac Shakur is just about as iconic as they get. The legendary rapper had a public feud with Biggie Smalls, which ultimately fueled the East Coast-West Coast rivalry. Their record labels got involved, and it didn't end well. Sadly, both Tupac and Biggie were shot and killed, but their murders were never solved. It has been speculated that the rivalry and gang life led to both of their deaths. However, before this deathly conflict, the two rappers had a close friendship. How did they go from good friends to arch enemies? Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at how Tupac destroyed former friends and enemies. Yeah, you heard it right. Their first meeting. Tupac and Biggie first came across each other in Los Angeles back in 1993. Biggie, the Brooklyn-bred rapper, asked his drug dealer to introduce him to Tupac, who then invited Biggie to a party at his house. That's where they shared a big freezer bag of the greenest vegetables I'd ever seen, according to Dan Smalls, an intern at Biggie's label at the time, also part of the group. Tupac got them high and then pulled out an army bag filled with machine guns and handguns, so now we're in this backyard running around with guns, just playing, Smalls said. He went on to explain that none of them were loaded. While they were playing around, Tupac went into the kitchen and started cooking for them. They had steaks, French fries, bread, and Kool-Aid. According to Smalls, this was the beginning of the friendship of these two legendary rappers. During their first encounter, Tupac was already a huge star, selling platinum albums and starring in movies. Biggie, on the other hand, was at the start of his career, waiting for his big break. Tupac wanted to help his new friend with his career, and he let him into his circle. Tupac's longtime friend, Edi Amin, admitted, "We all thought that he was a dope rapper." Tupac gifted a bottle of Hennessy to Biggie, and they had a seemingly strong friendship. Biggie crashed on Tupac's couch when he came to California, and whenever Tupac was in New York, he picked Biggie up in a white limousine. In 1993, the two of them freestyled back-to-back at a concert in Madison Square Garden. Even though he got to make a cameo at the concert, Biggie was still relatively unknown outside of Brooklyn. Tupac, on the other hand, was extremely popular at the time, yet he would always give devoted attention to Biggie, grooming him and allowing him to perform at his concerts. Tupac said, "I trained that guy. He used to be under me like my lieutenant." Tupac also claimed to be the brains behind Biggie's style. "I used to tell the guy, if you want to make your money, you have to rap for it. Do not rap for the guys." Tupac went on to say that girls will buy your records and that the guys want what the girls want. Biggie took Tupac's advice. After his early aggressive track, Party and Bullshit, songs like Big Papa from his debut album Ready to Die appeal more to women. "As soon as he buys that wine, I just creep up from behind and ask what your interests are. Who are you with?" But before Ready to Die came out, Biggie was worried that he missed his big break. Bad Boy. The record label Biggie signed with was owned by Sean Puffy Combs, and it didn't take off yet. He asked Tupac to take over as his manager, but Shakur's response was, "Nah, stay with Puff, he'll make you a star." Little did they know their friendship will soon come to an end. In 1994, Tupac started hanging out with Jocks, Haitian Jack, Agnon, and Jimmy Henchman when he was still in New York shooting the film Above the Rim. When Tupac noticed Haitian Jack surrounded by champagne and women at a Manhattan club, the rapper asked for an introduction. Biggie warned Pac to stay away from these two tough guys, but he didn't listen. Tupac and Jack also hung out at Queen's Bar with celebrities, including Madonna, Shabba Ranks, and Buju Banton, a Jamaican musician. He loved the respect and recognition I got in New York, and I think he wanted the same respect. In November 1993, Tupac and Jack were hanging out at a club called Nels in Manhattan. There, Tupac met a 19-year-old girl named Ayanna Jackson. The two got close on the dance floor before heading to Tupac's suite. 4 days later, Ayanna was invited back, but Tupac wasn't alone. Tupac's manager, Charles "My Man" Fuller, and Haitian Jack were both present. The girl alleged that the three men forced her to perform oral sex and gang raped her. When she called the police, the three men were arrested. The police also found guns. Pac later said they belonged to Biggie. Tupac claimed that he was sleeping in a different room when the alleged assault happened, and he wasn't involved, but he supposedly offered Ayanna Jackson as a reward for his boys. Tupac denied this allegation, but did admit that he did nothing to protect the young girl. Before the trial started, Tupac and Fuller's cases were separated from Haitian Jack's. Pac was charged with sexual abuse, sodomy, and possession of illegal weapons. To avoid jail time, Jack pleaded guilty to 2 misdemeanors. Tupac told a reporter from the New York Daily News that Jack is a snitch and set him up, but Haitian Jack and Ayanna Jackson both denied this. Calling out a notorious gangster to the press was not a good idea. Ironically, the more he hung out with Jack, the more Tupac felt invincible. He would walk around wearing thousands of dollars worth of jewelry and secure his street credentials. The rapper was convinced that nobody wanted to mess with him. And that's all for today's video. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section down below. I hope that you found this video interesting, and if you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. See you in the following video with some more of the latest updates, and until then, stay tuned!